Hey guys, welcome back to Cajun Horror Talk. I'm Jake.
And Ross.
Today we're talking about 2021's Army of the Dead.
Yeah, we'll probably die.
So grab a beer, grab a cup of coffee.
Let's talk horror.
All right, guys, Army of the Dead. We're looking at a run time of 2 hours and
28
minutes.
Yeah.
Made on a, I don't know, did we get a budget for this one even? Oh, we do.
Yeah, it was a loose budget. It was like
70 million.
70 million, I think.
Yeah, 70 million.
Yeah.
Estimated budget.
Estimated of 70 million. Of course, no big box office because this is a Netflix thing.
Yep, man, I'll be honest with you. I went into it expecting a Netflix movie. And I think it helped a lot.
I will completely 100% say, you know what? I'm growing more and more of a Dave Bautista fan. He's been pretty decent recently.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Uber movie he did.
Stuber was all right.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Stuber was good, but he's been an Avenger. He's been in the James Bond movie.
That doesn't count.
He was an Avenger. You say what the hell you want. He was an Avenger.
Drax doesn't count.
He stood so still
Yes.
that they couldn't detect emotion. But he was in a James Bond film. He was in a bunch of shit. And he's actually growing as an actor, and he's showing a little bit more range than what I originally thought that he actually had.
Yeah.
So I will give him that.
Yep. So cast-wise, we're looking at Dave Bautista, plays Scott Ward. Ella Purnell plays Kate Ward. Anna de la Reguera.
Yeah.
Plays Maria Cruz.
Yeah, she does.
Omari Hardwick plays
Michael J. White. I'm just kidding. He did a really good job.
Yeah.
He really did.
Cool. Pronounce Dieter's name, dude.
I'm fucking good. I'm not. There's a reason why you pronounce these names. There's a complete reason for that, sir.
I'm guessing I'm going with Matthias Schweighofer.
Schweighofer.
Yeah,
I think doesn't that? No, that's not the long O. That's it's Matthias.
Yeah,
Mr. Matthias plays Dieter.
Nice. Nora Arnezetter. What the fuck, people? Plays Lily.
Like it's her fault. That's her last name.
It is her fault. Garrett Dillahunt plays Martin. That douche.
Yeah, he was a douche.
Tig Notaro plays Marianne Peters. Raul Castillo plays Mikey Guzman.
I love that you skipped over the Asian guy.
I was going to do him at the end.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I'm wanting her right now. Him right now, I mean. And Hiroyuki Sanada plays Tanaka.
Mr. Tanaka. Of course, the guy who wants them to go in there. And it's not, of course, it's not just a regular heist, guys.
Right,
you got to have the fucking...
The ulterior motive.
Was anybody surprised by that?
No.
No, completely not. That's one of the things, my big complaints about this is the complete fucking cliche of everything. Nothing made me go, oh my God, what?
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's a cliche.
Yeah, the whole thing was a cliche. It was one.
It's a cliched heist movie.
Yeah.
But set during the zombie apocalypse. You got to admit, that's original.
That's why I was going into this probably expecting more, and maybe why I was so disappointed.
This is Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Meets
Zombieland.
Yeah. And The Expendables.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. So we start off, of course, with they get the whole spread of the zombie apocalypse.
I like this idea. I like this idea of this idea of the apocalypse. The way this zombie horde spread. Because you had alphas, you had a king,
that's
you had alphas.
That's one of the differences that I did enjoy about it was it wasn't just all one, but you can't say that it's original.
It's not just shamblers, you know what I mean? That's what I liked about it.
It's not just the shamblers, but it's not an original concept though.
No.
It's been done before.
Yeah.
I'm getting really sick of the idea of the biological warfare spreading of the zombie apocalypse. What's wrong with just the undead? Can we not just have the undead? People raising from graves and shit. What was wrong with that? That was a good concept.
Yeah, because now it's a theoretical thing.
Okay, well, if we're going to go for that and do the whole theoretical thing, there is a paper out there that was written by a scientist. There is a type of fungi that acts as a parasite that actually can control the nervous system of small animals. And there's actual real thing.
Yeah, it works in ants,
but there's a real fucking thing. But they've actually mimicked it in labs and doing different things. It technically is completely possible to reanimate the dead with this type of fungi. So give me a damn pet cemetery that has mushrooms all over it and the fungi get into the graves and start raising.
That might have been where they got it from in this.
Well, they never explain it. So
because let's be honest,
maybe
if zombies are being made, it's being made in a fucking government lab.
Oh yeah, I get that. But it's been beaten to death with a dead horse. By the way, the Four Horsemen. Can we get any more ironic right from fucking Jump Street?
Loved it.
The Four Horsemen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loved it.
The complete fucking cliche of the apocalypse. This is right after the picture of course we live in the world of social media. Dear God, I'm getting so sick of it. But they just got married in Las Vegas and are standing on the side of the road. It's like, make sure I look cute. Bitch, that's not my option. I don't have that choice. I can't control whether or not you look cute in this fucking picture.
You can control what filters you put over it.
Take the picture. I'm not putting a puppy dog picture filter on my new. Well, we got married in Vegas. I probably would. We got married in Vegas. I'm gonna put the Elvis
Y'all
filter.
didn't know each other 24 hours ago.
Probably not. But anyway, so that's where this all kind of starts to coincide. The married couple gets on the fucking road and Roadhead kills guys.
Yes.
Roadhead fucking kills.
How long was that dude to keep his eyes off the road with the light shining on him?
A lot longer than I would have. I don't know if you've ever been in this particular situation, but yeah, you get distracted for a second, but you still realize that you're driving 80 down a fucking highway.
I love the conversation these guys are having, by the way.
Yeah,
that's a fucking amazing conversation.
I will see that one. I love the fucking idea. They're
trying to guess what they're transporting.
What are we transporting? Because you know that is probably a really legitimate conversation. A lot of military people have. Like, well, I don't know. It's top secret. They just told us to bring this over here.
Zombie never came up.
Nope. Never. Not once.
I'd have loved it if one of them would say, what if it's a zombie? And I'm like, you're right. Just finished talking about the Loch Ness Monster and fucking Bigfoot.
But zombies are out of the fucking question.
That'd be fucking fantastic. Oh, by the way, directed by Zack Snyder.
Yeah, no shit. They might have potentially been escorting this fucking cargo container to a cell blocking cabin in the woods.
Yes.
Very potentially.
Yes, very much so.
Very, very, very much potentially. But anyway.
That dude, the fucking, let's talk about the Alpha.
Well, I'm talking about this bullshit fucking Hollywood needs to fucking be real. I'm so sick of these unrealistic standards that Hollywood sets and all the wives don't give blowjobs. I don't know where y'all.
But when you rescue a prostitute out of the whorehouse and you marry her and you take her to a better life,
you might get a blowjob.
Yeah.
You might. It's up for grabs. You never know.
Here's the difference. You know how much they make in Vegas as a prostitute?
Probably a lot.
She would not have gone with that dude in that car.
Yeah.
So that tells me they went there to get married.
Yeah. They were in love. They eloped.
Unless she was a waitress.
You can elope at your local courthouse. I don't know if people know this. You can get a justice of the peace to come to your house.
Yeah, but it's not as fun as Vegas.
Divorces happen in Vegas. Not marriages shouldn't happen in Vegas.
Maybe they're big Elvis fans.
Maybe. Nobody's that big of an Elvis fan. Speaking of which, look, I love Frank Sinatra, but did you not feel like some of the music took you out of the mood at certain points?
No.
But Batista loading up and when they were doing the montage of them like grabbing weapons and loading them, that slow music just kind of took me out.
I was good with it.
Music in a score of a movie, what you're looking for is you shouldn't consciously be thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think they did it on purpose.
If they did, brilliant job. Because I sincerely stopped it. Why the fuck is this playing?
I think, honestly, every choice they made in this movie was tongue-in-cheek.
I think, dude, it's been 25 years since the Sinatra era.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
I like Frank Sinatra. I love some Frank Sinatra. I sincerely do. But there are other singers who mirror his style and the way that he does things that are more up to date.
This could have been a lot worse.
It could have been. I'm not shitting on it just yet.
I'll take the Sinatra run over Cardi B.
Oh, look, you're talking to somebody who I like that music. I sincerely do. It's just in this aspect, it kind of felt like it like shook me out of the fucking movie for a second. I'm like, why? No.
Oh, what if it was Wayne Newton?
I probably still would have felt the same way. Meanwhile, he go ahead. He gets the titties out of the way right at the beginning of the movie. How many zombie movies are we going to see titties?
Yeah, these old dead titties.
Dead titties. There's a
straight from Bad Boys too.
Jesus,
what am I gonna do with this
dead titty?
Yeah, what am I gonna do with this giant dead titty?
Giant dead titty. So they're leaving Area 51, of course.
Well, yeah. Where else are they going to?
Well, of course. I mean, that's kind of a given. They're trying to figure out what the hell.
If everything in Area 51's secret, what is in Area 52?
I want to hear about the mermaid.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear about the mermaid. I really do.
Yeah. What was the fucking other one?
Area 52, that's for exclusively that guy who holds the belief that the Big Bang wasn't the beginning of our universe, but the ending of the last one.
Yeah.
He's at Area 52. He's just sitting there in a chair by himself, spinning around in circles, not knowing what the hell's going on.
I just got that image in my head. Just spinning in a circle.
Oh, that was the same
right round, baby, right round.
Jesus Christ. They had a couple of really good zombie kills in this movie. They had a couple
the gore was pretty good. A lot of CG.
Yeah, there was a lot of CGI. The jaw ripping where the zombie ripped off the jaw at the beginning. I thought that was pretty cool.
Good. Yeah,
that was pretty cool. That was a fucking Juice.
Yep.
Whenever he showed up, I was like, I know this fucking guy. The security guard, the rapey security guard. That's almost a fucking horror cliche that has to be somebody who's over the top.
But I say, anytime you always have that one guy who likes to flaunt his fucking
he got his fucking power. He wants to abuse that shit. And as soon as he did, I'm like, he's gonna die. He's definitely 100% fucking dying. There's no way around that. And I could not fucking place him because he looks so much different with the facial hair and all that stuff. It's fucking Juice from Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
Yeah. Which huge fan. I know you're not a big fan of it. That's just not what you're into. I was really into Sons of Anarchy. Absolutely fucking love it. The slow parachute to the death. Fuck that. How did you not shoot yourself in the head on the way? I'm sorry, but if I'm jumping out of an airplane into a zombie.
He's very religious.
You're dying anyway, dog.
Yeah, but one sends you to hell if you're very religious.
If he's very religious, okay, that's an interesting point, but nobody has the cognizance to know what goes on after you turn into a fucking zombie. Therefore, maybe that's a fate worse than death.
Yeah,
you
true.
Really don't fucking know. No one has ever in this movie. I'm sure that's happened in other fucking movies where there's a cure and all this shit. In this particular movie, nobody has come back from the other side. They're like, oh, it's so much better over there. Like some shit from the Faculty. There's no fear.
Yeah.
There's no hate. We all get along.
Oh, speaking of which, your boy looks like the dude Martin. He kind of looks like your boy that played T-1000.
Yeah.
Speaking of Faculty, he was the principal in that.
Yeah, he should.
Oh, the gym teacher. I'm sorry, the coach.
He was the coach.
Football coach.
You shouldn't run unless you're being chased.
Yeah,
I like that.
But he kind of looks like that dude. So this guy's more douchey.
Oh, he was very much more douchey. So fucking much more douchey.
I'm just calling him Dieter, by the way. The other guy, I'm not calling him Matthias.
No, I'm calling him by character names. I'm still going with that. Mr. Vandero. I love the sly shout out at the very beginning where he's holding up his philosophy degree.
Yeah.
And then the way they integrated that into the story later on where he's like this really deep, like when they come up to that the vault and they're trying to get in, he's like, well, there's dead people. And he goes, what happened to them? That's the other team. And he goes, well, maybe that's us. Maybe we're stuck in a loop and we just
perpetual loop
and we keep fucking failing and we keep coming back and dying all
trapped in our failure.
And like, that's some all right. You know what? I never want to be around you smoking weed.
Oh God, he'd be terrible.
I'd never want to be around this guy smoking weed. He would come up with the most ridiculous fucking shit I could ever imagine.
I like the way him and Dieter played off each other.
I do too, and that was probably one of the better character growths in this movie. And you're looking at a movie where the dad killed the mom because she turned to a zombie and had to reconcile with the daughter. I think Dieter and Vanderhoof was a better character growth in that movie. I really do.
Dude, am I the only one who got annoyed very badly with the daughter?
Yeah, I'm sorry that she would have been fucking chained to me. I know she has these big puppy dog eyes. She has fucking anime eyes.
She does.
Those eyes are pretty eyes, but dear God, they're big. You're not hiding from anybody.
Too big. Emma Stone is the limit.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Emma Stone is the limit.
I love Emma Stone.
Emma Stone is the limit. Anything bigger, you're a pug.
No, don't call her a pug. She's not a pug. I love you, Lily. You're not a pug.
Yes.
But no, the Dieter and Vanderhoof, that was like Vanderhoof is this badass, and he's a philosophy, so he's a very deeply enlightened guy, but he's also seen combat and he's seen battle, so he has this kind of resilience where he doesn't want Dieter feeding off of him. He's like, get behind me. You don't deserve to be here. You can't kill zombies. He sees this weakness in Dieter, and Dieter is finally able to prove himself. Yeah,
you almost treat him like a little brother a lot of time.
Yeah, and then it kind of, they grow to that mutual respect, and then they get into that fucking area, and then at the end of it, Dieter tries to save his fucking life with him, which I'm gonna shit on that when we get to that fucking section.
Why?
Come on, bro. Locked in the fucking vault. Fine.
Okay.
Nuclear explosion. He survived. Sure, he's locked in the vault. Just open that bitch up and walked out of the rubble.
He never locked it back. He just closed the door.
Open that bitch up and walked out of the rubble. He's surrounded by fucking rubble. Barney, rubble everywhere. He's not just opening that bitch up. Come on, how fucking lucky do you think this guy actually got?
How far down do you think he was, though? They didn't tell you how far down he was. He could have climbed up the elevator shaft.
Even if he climbed, he was in a vault enough that the so stuff collapsing around him.
A nuke went off within 1 mile of that thing.
Yes.
There is no rubble left on top of that fucking foundation. It's just bare foundation. It should have been just bare foundation.
There was still stuff that was on top of him at that point.
Movie. I'm talking about in real life, it would have been just fucking bare foundation. If we're going to see that and go into the fucking movie, there's enough stuff that was on top of him and everything that there would have been some remaining shit that would have landed on top of him. You can't tell me that was the only piece of steel, solid steel, that would have stopped that fucking blast from melting it completely in that entire fucking building. There was something else out there. Yeah.
How lucky can you get?
Lucky enough that where he got on he lasted that long without turning.
Yeah, and see, that's my next point. He was in there for how fucking long before he fucking turned?
Walked all the way out, drove to Utah.
How lucky can you get? You find a car with gas and keys in it that's been sitting there for a couple of fucking years.
Survived the nuclear explosion.
Yeah, and drove the fuck away without noticing that you were bitten, got on a plane, poured champagne, and made it fucking toast. I'm assuming he got bit by the alpha, the motherfucker with the cape, during their fucking fight. But I watched it back after the fact. There's nowhere in there where he would have gotten bitten, especially in that area of the arm. He was going to bite him
on the inside of the forearm,
not where he got bit at.
Yeah,
he got bit on the back of on his tricep.
Yeah,
he got bit on the back of his arm. Nowhere in that fight would that particular zombie have had access to that. Which means if he didn't fucking bite him, he was bit by something way before that fucking happened.
Yeah,
and I call bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like it's the opposite of the zombie change and the werewolf change are always opposite.
Unless he had to fight his way out.
I guess they didn't actually show him, but there would have been nothing left. None of the zombies would have survived that.
And they were in that hallway right there.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Coming out the elevator.
It's possible, but come on, that's a little bit far-fetched on that. Dude, the zombie change and the werewolf change.
What if he had to fight Dieter to get out?
Opposite. I doubt it. The zombie change is always the slowest at the very end of the fucking movie. Yeah. Every werewolf movie you have, the slowest change is at the front of the movie. The end of the movie is just a fucking quick transition because they want to show that fucking turn. It's the initial turn stage, and usually it's not till the end of it. Can we please just have one conclusive zombie movie?
Yeah.
Where you leave it, you can still leave it open-ended towards part 2. You could have completely nixed the whole fact of Vanderhoof even getting out of that.
Yeah.
Vanderhoof could have just never been heard of again, and then if this movie became successful and everybody loved it and raved, you could have had that fucking opening where the fucking vault door shoots open and Vanderhoof pops out. And then you could restart the entire thing. I want one conclusive where it's not that cliche, that whole the end question mark.
Right.
Is it? No, it's not. He got bitten. It wasn't
the vault door to open. It was the grating that they went through.
Oh, yeah, it was the grating they went through.
Yeah.
And even still, though, that's a lot of fucking stuff to climb through. The grating survived, G. The nuclear explosion. Just saying, there's other rubble on top of them that wouldn't have fucking done that. All right, so... of course, we get the main characters. We haven't even really touched on what happened with the father and the daughter yet.
Well, you see in the initial pandemic, like whenever the zombies are starting to spread, you can see he's part of the military, and it was the zombie war they called it because they actually went in there with like the full fucking military to try to wipe the shit out and
they're
didn't
trying to get
win.
Taken care of and fucking failed.
How
they won this time?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
How do you not just turn that fucking all of Vegas to glass at a certain point?
I did like the way they quarantined it. Didn't seem like, oh, we just happen to have this big glass bowl we're gonna put over you. They actually did like, containers. Okay, this is a practical look. What do we have lying around? We could fucking block these dudes in.
Yep.
And it seemed like the impromptu, practical way to fucking quarantine off that area, which is, and I hate to say this, it's fucking something that's possible.
Yeah.
They're not just going to pop out with a fucking dome like, hey, by the way, we have this 5 mile square foot dome that we're going to put over the fucking city.
Yeah, we were planning on using this to go to Mars, but...
Yeah, you see the Simpsons movie? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Quarantine and kill. But they put here's my thing. With the cargo containers, I think that was a really interesting idea. It was
once the cargo containers went in, why not carpet bomb the motherfucker till nothing's left standing?
Yeah, at that point, casualties are nothing.
Yeah. Casualties are 100% inside the fucking quarantine area.
Yeah, I hate to say that. It sounds fucking horrible, but the chances of containment and not further spreading, you just go ahead and take care of that area.
Yeah.
Even if there is 1 or 2 remaining people. So,
napalm that motherfucker until it turns to glass.
Zay, if I get bit by a zombie, you have my full blessing to fucking shoot me before I do something stupid to somebody else.
Don't worry. That's over.
Kill me, dog. I'm good. I don't want to be a zombie.
No,
I don't want to be a zombie or a vegetable. That's going to be in my living will.
Yeah.
Either one. Kill me. I'm good.
Dude.
I don't want it. So, Bautista, Mr. Ward, He has to kill the mother because the mother's trying to get to the fucking daughter.
Yeah.
And see, that was one of those emotional moments where you can see him, his emotional range, where he's actually like, you know what, he did decent in that fucking scene. He really felt the pain. Like, he actually seemed like he truly loved this woman, and it really, truly hurt him to kill her. So he kills the mom, and the mom's trying to get to the daughter who's behind a locked door. The daughter opens up the locked door.
Didn't even shoot her, dog. Stabbed her in the fucking head with a knife.
Stabbed her in the fucking head, which is so much. If you have to, go for it. But I'd rather you shoot me. Just what?
She wanted to penetrate his wife one last time.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just stick something long and hard in her one more time.
Just one last time.
Just one more. Was that a Scary Movie 3 or 4? What about a bottom half? Can I spend a little time with that?
Let me demonstrate.
So, of course.
I gotta say.
Okay, what was that?
2 people motherfuck this mission.
Oh, yeah.
3 if you want to count Tanaka. But 2 people motherfucked this mission. One was your boy Martin, which I understand, Martin.
Yeah.
The first one was the second was your girl, the fucking, the daughter.
Yeah.
Because here's my...
Completely irresponsible.
Here's what pisses me off about that. Okay, Gita wanted to go in.
Yeah.
Gita's a grown-ass woman who has children who made her own fucking decision.
Yeah.
Because Gita went in, her dad died.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that Gita made you take care of my children. You know for a fact she's stuck inside this fucking zone.
Yes.
If you wouldn't have made it the fuck out, what's happening to the kids?
Here's the worst part. She dies anyway.
Yeah.
That's the fucking worst part.
I mean...
She died anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But at least the daughters gets out.
The last 10 minutes meant nothing.
I was about to say that. It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. This whole movie could have been just, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take care of you. I'm your mom now.
Yeah.
That's okay. By the way, and if anybody ever gets in a situation where you're about to do something stupid, it doesn't have to even be on this grand of a scale. It's if you're doing crime and a boss comes up to you and is like, this is the job. This is what I want you to do. You got to go in. You got to go steal this. Okay, cool. Put together a team. We're going in. And you walk up with your team and say, oh, this is my guy. He's going with you. Yep, nope, deal's off. I'm not going in.
Yeah, because that's some shady shit going down.
Every single time that happens, something bad happens.
When you roll in and you see there's other maps from other teams that got sent in.
I'm out this bitch. Sorry.
You shoot the guy he sent with you.
Yeah. Oh, I have no idea. Not that I know.
Because you don't think he's walking out of there with you.
No, not even a little bit. Fuck that dude.
And he ain't letting you walk out.
I wouldn't have gone in. I guarantee you. Taki, whatever his name is.
Tanaka?
Tanaka. Well, say Taki. Tanaka, he would have walked in like, this is my guy. He's going in with you. No, he's not. He's not, because I'm not fucking going in. Deal's off, dog.
Yeah. You're not Japanese. You're not Tanaka.
You're not Tanaka. It's a Rokusaki. Are we going to get kicked off of TikTok?
Yeah, that got us kicked off of TikTok last time. That was my fault.
Yep. Sorry, guys. We got kicked off of YouTube, too. Sorry, guys. We're not trying to be racist.
So
we're not going to stay woke, though. Stay slept, people.
That's right.
Stay sleep.
So, yeah, that's what pissed me off. I can understand Martin. They had a goal.
Yeah. They were going in there for a fucking reason. But at the same time, that reason could have been explained. Okay, if this is more valuable than everything that's in that fucking vault, right? You could have paid these people to go 15 feet into that fucking thing, do what you did to that fucking queen, cut her head off, and go back in.
Yeah, but I think
mission's done.
I think the whole thing was he was trying to.
He was making sure that they didn't make it back out to tell the story of what the fuck happened.
He didn't want anybody to know who had it, because once the bombs dropped,
he didn't get it because he made them go further into the city.
Yeah, once the bombs dropped, nobody realized that technology is there anymore.
Yeah, no.
Although, if one was made, they can make more.
It was made somewhere, guys.
Yeah.
The technology's there. It's somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
And typically there's more than one test subject.
From a realistic standpoint, if you really just be like, you didn't even have to tell them what you need. It's like, hey, we're not sure what's really going on in there. I will give you $2 million. Or what did they offer him? Was it $20 million?
$200 million.
$200 million. I'm sorry. I will give you $200 million if you go in there and bring me proof of a zombie, because we don't believe it's there. You go in, you wrap up the fucking queen, your boy goes in there, cuts a fucking head off, you walk back through the little fucking shackle.
Why would they want the queen?
I don't know if he specifically wanted the queen or if he just wanted
alpha.
He wanted an alpha where he had the actual DNA, and the guy knew that if the brainstem was intact, he would still have enough to probably go on to recreate what was going on.
Yeah.
Not sure. I'm not sure that they actually knew about the alphas and before they actually went in. Because if you remember, Lily was the one who kind of told them about that.
Yeah, true.
So I'm not sure if that was actually something that was even on their fucking conscience. So I don't know. But and like I said, just hey, we want proof of this fucking zombie because we've heard the stories. We know this. We weren't anywhere around there. Go in there, fucking catch us a fucking zombie, bring the bitch back out. We'll give you $200 million.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know what? This movie would have been 20 minutes, and everyone would have lived.
Yeah. He caught several to make him go through the fucking obstacle course.
Yeah. Which, by the way, that was fucking fantastic.
That was
amazing. I fucking love Vandero. When he walked up, he was like, we need something to go off the pressure point. So he was like, doesn't even say anything. He turns around and walks off. He gets in the elevator. He comes back up like 3 minutes later, and he's got a zombie on a dolly, and he wheels the zombie for you. Go. And the zombie turns around. Your boy Dieter keeps screaming like a bitch, which just made it so much greater. He shoots his zombie in the fucking head. He's like, God damn it. He pulls the fucking dolly and he goes back to get another one. He comes back up with another one.
And warms the hand up in the microwave. Warms the hand up in
the microwave. That was fucking, it was like evil, idle hands.
Yes.
Fucking idle hands. Like, why is there a hand in the microwave? But see, they made an important discovery with him doing that. Yeah. It's like some Predator shit.
Yeah.
It's the heat. Yep. They're going after the fucking body heat. And it's even revisited later on when he finds out that he's been bitten. And she's like, oh, you're cold. I was like, yeah, I know. I wasn't even shocked. I'm like, yeah, there's going to be a loose end. There has to be a loose end. Otherwise, this isn't going to be a fucking.
Well, and that's what they were checking everybody's temperature for at the beginning was to see, they're making sure they were up.
If they didn't drop below a certain temperature, because if they did, they'd fucking dead.
Yep. But can we talk about the tiger real quick?
The tiger was great.
Fuck the tiger was
great, but fuck it.
That tiger fucked Martin up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was some great fucking effects.
Because here's one thing you don't want to be a zombie, any kind of feline, because they fuck with their prey.
They fuck with their play. They fuck with their play.
Fuck with their play.
They fuck with their play, guys. But words are hard.
Can't fuck with my play, son.
Can't fuck with it, son. Stay asleep, people.
All right.
No, but it's very true. Not just that, but their agility, their hind legs are jumping, their speed. You don't want anything like.
But it just kept fucking with him. Grab my leg and just beat the piss out of him.
Especially a large jungle cat of any kind.
Yes.
The only thing I would rather the Zombeaver bear that was played by the Backstreet Boys and Zombeavers.
Oh yeah, true.
I would rather that than the fucking tiger.
I don't know. Bears.
I love the fact that
I
love the fact that they said that it was Siegfried and Roy's tiger, and then he bites the dude's head off at the end.
Yeah, it was great.
I was really. We're going that route.
Right.
We're gonna go there. All right.
But dude, yeah, it fucked him up.
Fuck yeah, it did.
Bad before
and see, those were really well done effects. They really did a good job on all of those. I can't even fucking be mad at them. The tantric zombie sex. Whatever, when he was like getting all up in her shit and like pressing their noses together and all this shit. Now
she was pregnant.
I called it as soon as whenever he knelt down and he put his head up against it. I'm like, she's fucking pregnant. And then
makes you wonder how that worked. Well, here's the thing: was he really a zombie?
I don't know. Okay. Because theoretically, was she pregnant? Was she pregnant when she was bitten by an alpha, or was she impregnated after she became a zombie?
I think it's alluding to the fact that she was pregnant after she became pregnant once she was a zombie.
Once she was a zombie, and that's why that was going to be like the prince. Because I mean, obviously, the master zombie walking around with the cape, who's the only one who figured out of all the alphas that if you put something over your head,
he's
they
the
can't
smartest
kill
out
you.
of all of them.
I know that, but you would think he would like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's undead. I don't think he's undead. I think he's mutant.
They never said zombies, and I would have. It was implicit that it was a zombie apocalypse. I would actually been more prone to loving this movie, knowing that it wasn't an undead zombie type of bullshit.
Yeah,
where it was just a transmutation type of thing.
Yeah, like a fucking rabies virus that fucking went wild.
And I fucking like that idea about it. I really truly do. I'm saying that the big alpha head dog, the motherfucker with the cape.
Yeah,
there's steel and just shit all around you. Make a couple of masks for your biggest followers,
a couple of
biggest fans. Yeah, your 12 disciples.
Yeah.
Make some shields and just. That was an immaculate conception. If she was pregnant after he turned, fuck that. So and then
that's why I'm saying it's not undead. It has a mutation.
It has to have been if she got impregnated. Because if you allude to,
she looked like your girl from fucking Justice League, though.
But girl from Justice League.
No, I mean Suicide Squad.
Fucking the witch.
Fuck. I can't.
Oh God, I can't.
That's gonna bother me.
That's gonna bother the living hell out of me. And I can't think.
But didn't she look just like her?
Yeah, she did.
That kind of that shit creeps me the fuck out. That when they fucking like that. You
also got to think.
But I like the idea. I like the idea of not having the undead. I like.
And see, I do sincerely hope that that's what that was. It was more of
a rabies virus that turned like a fucking almost like a mad cow disease. Where
I'm better with that because I'm so much fucking done with the way that they're doing zombies and shit nowadays. It really does.
Unless it's Zombieland.
But that was a farce.
Yes,
that was supposed to be dumb and stupid. It wasn't supposed to be a serious. Where the hell is?
I don't think this movie was supposed to be a fucking serious thing.
And maybe not. But I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was horrible. I'm not going to shut all over this movie. There were some things I could have done without. There's some things I don't particularly care about it. But
yeah, I get where you're coming from with that.
But there was also some fucking things, and
dude, it's not on there.
It's aggravating the shit out of me.
I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, the fucking pilot was great. She was funny.
I enjoyed her. There was she delivered one of the most unbelievable lines. It was just horror.
The Enchantress.
That's it. Couldn't fucking think of it. I hated the way it was delivered. You son of a bitch. If you don't get her, it just didn't feel organic to me, the way she said it.
Because she's not organic.
It wasn't.
She's fucking spastic and hilarious.
But other than that one particular line that stood out to me, I fucking loved her character. I thought it was fucking great.
Yeah, because she's just that fucking blunt. Like,
yes. Oh, the potential love story that got immediately fucking ruined when he turned her goddamn head around. Yeah. Cruz, that was amazing.
Yeah, I like that they did that. Just got rid of the fucking whole love story like 5 seconds into fucking realizing what the fuck it was.
Yeah, it was like, please stop. Don't make us go through a fucking this bullshit ass love story where he grew as a person and learned everything. And learned to love again, and then she died.
I love the fact that they gave you that little bit of hope right before they wiped the whole fucking team out.
Yeah. I was okay with that. But I would have been more okay with that if they would just fuck everybody. Just everybody die. No, you know, if they had to have the one survivor girl, that's perfectly fucking fine. Let Kate fucking survive. Let her leave. You show her fucking raising the kids as her own. All that shit's perfectly fucking fine. I did not need Van der Rohe with the, oh my God, I got bitten.
Did you notice at the beginning, right before the fucking opening scene, right before the cutscene started?
Mm-hmm.
When Zeus is looking up over Vegas, did you notice the UFOs in the sky?
I did not.
Yeah.
Really?
There are 2 UFOs in the sky.
I did not fucking notice that. I wonder if they're... they might be alluding to the fact that they were leaving Area 51. Were they alluding to the fact that maybe this wasn't even a disease of this planet that was manufactured? Maybe it was something that was alien to this planet that they were fucking around with and kind of didn't get contained properly, that mutated into something? You know, if it was that, I would almost be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm perfectly fucking good with that. And that might be what they were alluding to. I didn't even know.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Killer clowns. Killer clowns. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie. But I would be actually okay with that. Because the zombie thing at this point has been beaten to fucking death. Everyone's just jumping on these goddamn trains. It was like the vampire train we were on a while back. Everybody jumped on the fucking vampire train.
Yeah, I know.
It's such a fucking thing.
But here's one thing. You ever notice there's never a werewolf train?
You don't see them that often.
You really don't. It's a rare concept that comes
I don't need vampires that look like this. How sparkly this goddamn pen is. Don't need vampires that look like this. But no, the movie in itself as a whole, I've got some bitches and complaints about it. Some things I wish that they would have done differently. One of my biggest fucking complaints was the ending. I'm a big fan.
I'm not a fan of how he was bit. I'm not a fan of that.
No, I'm not a fan of that fucking ending. Like, I literally would have been more a fan of if they didn't even show him getting the money and walking out and leaving. Even if they would have like fucking nuked the place and he would have just flung open the fucking grating and you would have just thought it was him and then it zoomed in on his face and then it would have went straight black.
Yeah.
I'd have been better with that.
Yeah.
I really would have, because it leaves less fucking plot holes. Like, well, how did they get bit? What's the fucking time frame? How does he not know he got fucking bit? What is he trying? Like, but that was their way of moving it from Las Vegas to a different fucking place.
Different place, yeah.
To transferring it somewhere else to where you feel, you can't contain this. That's fine. I'd have been perfectly fine if they'd have killed off every fucking body and not left it loose end and just been like, oh, it was a good movie, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Yep. We're not doing another one.
Yeah. Because not everything needs a sequel. There's something to be said. Especially in a horror movie franchise where people find something that an audience fucking will grow towards and love, and they just beat the living shit out of it. That's why we have like 9 Jigsaw movies.
That's why we have 10 Sharknadoes.
There's like 9 or 10 Sharknadoes.
Sharknado 6 has time travel.
Yeah, it has time travel. You guys, it's a whole fucking thing. But they find that one fucking trope that the fans can get behind, and they just beat it to fucking death. And where I'm so sick of it, just almost anything original I would be. Do some Alfred Hitchcock shit.
Yeah.
Flip the fucking script. Just play the damn movie backwards. Don't care.
Bring back the birds.
The birds. Yeah. Stupid shit like that. Make a fucking movie where your main character dies 20 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
If Bautista would have...
That's what Scream did.
Not 20 minutes into the movie.
She lasted like 10 minutes into the movie.
I don't even think she was that far into the movie.
Yeah. And if anybody did it now, people would just say they copied off Scream.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, they said Scream copied off Alfred Hitchcock, but not something specifically like that. But I'm telling you right now, if Bautista would have died like immediately after the team formed, and he would have just walked in and the tiger would have jumped out, bit his head, and ran off with him, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch this movie. Some fucking shit's about to happen, guys. Good for you. Yeah. You're okay with that. So where are you going with ratings?
Here's my issue.
Oh, your issue is I'm not going to go. You might be mad at me. I'm not going as high as what you probably think I will, but I'm going decent.
I liked the movie. I really did.
I did. It wasn't bad. Aside from the few things that I shit on, it wasn't a bad movie.
Here's the problem. It's not a movie I see myself going, oh, you know what I want to watch?
Yeah. No. And again, it's one of those that there are great movies out there that just don't. Look, Saw was a fantastic movie. Yes. The original Saw, before it became this huge thing where it was with the twist ending, and The Sixth Sense was a great fucking movie.
Yes.
But and maybe that's why they stay away from a lot of these fucking tropes where they have the big twist at the end and all this other crazy shit, because once the surprise element is gone, it loses that essence whenever you watch it the second time. Because you watch it completely fucking different the second time, knowing what you know after watching it the first time. You can't watch Sixth Sense again and be like, oh, well, yeah, Bruce Willis is dead. Look at him.
Right.
What the fuck is he? It's not the same. Maybe that's why they avoid some of that shit.
I wish they'd have picked a different name for it.
Yeah.
Army of the Dead? Oh, because you know what it makes me want? Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. It immediately made me think of you.
And I want Zack Snyder to do Army of Darkness, but I want it to start because, let's be honest. Oh, my God. I'm blanking.
Campbell?
Yeah.
Who you thinking of?
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell's getting old.
Yeah.
So he's a little old for Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Let's get Patrick Warburton in.
I could also see a Christian Bale type playing that type because of his performance in American Psycho. If you could see him about that crazy, I could see him pulling that off.
He's crazy, but I could see him pulling he's never funny. Even when he tries to be funny, he's not funny.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Dude, I could see Patrick Warburton doing that fucking movie as Ash.
It scares me to death because I know what's gonna happen, and they're gonna redo it, and they're gonna they need a female cast, and they're gonna put Melissa McCarthy playing.
Oh God,
Ashley.
don't!
You can put Melissa McCarthy playing Ashley. Which, by the way, for the love of God, thank you for giving us some strong female characters and not pointing out that they were strong female characters.
Yeah, because fucking
we didn't need you to tell us that. We know they were badass.
Lily was fucking awesome.
Lily was a fucking badass.
Cruz was a badass.
Cruz was a badass. Your pilot was a fucking badass. They were the strong. This wasn't a fucking heist where it's like, man, I need a bunch of big burly men to come punch holes and shit. No, most of the fucking people there with that was very diverse. They had men, they had women, back and forth, and they were very well balanced. And we didn't need it shoved in our face that there were strong female characters. It was just implied. We're like, look, she's a badass. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch.
And we didn't need anything further explaining that. They didn't have, Batista and Dieter and Van der Rohe walk off on their own at one moment and the girls had to defend the fort by themselves. No. We didn't need that. It's perfectly good. So, are you going above a 35?
Tell me you couldn't see him playing Ash.
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. I could definitely see him playing that.
In the Joe voice?
Yeah.
Get out of here!
Jesus Christ. Go on now, get. Where are you going with it? Are you going above a 35?
No, I think I'm going a solid 30, 31.
Gee, okay, I thought you was going to be mad at me, but I was going to 33. I'm actually higher than you are. 31. I think there was a lot of very good elements in this movie.
I think it's a good movie. I think everybody should watch it.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely worth the watch. Don't take us shitting on and saying that you should never watch it.
You're already paying for the subscription. Go watch it. It'll pass you a Saturday night vibe.
Absolutely.
It's a good fucking movie. It's not one that you'll say, ooh, I ain't watched in a while. Army of the Dead.
But however, it does really show you a lot of like Dave Bautista as a really, really good actor. And honest to
I was
God,
impressed.
I was really impressed with this movie, the range that he had in this movie.
I was kind of getting tired of the whole wrestler turned actor thing.
Yeah, I was as well, which is kind of what I thought.
Aside from The Rock?
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson was that he went so far out of that persona that most people are just like, that's Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, they don't call it The Rock no more.
Specifically called The Rock. But I agree with you on that. There was this thing
because like Stone Cold tried it,
and it just didn't seem to work. Hulk Hogan, did it, and it wasn't authentic. It didn't seem real. But I will say, Dave Bautista seems like he's actually got a firm grasp of it, and I was actually really impressed with this movie.
The only one who can pull it off is Kevin Nash, and that's because he always plays a quiet Russian bodyguard.
He doesn't talk. He's in the Punisher, just beating the shit out of him in a red and yellow shirt.
Yeah, he was in John Wick also.
He
played the Russian bouncer.
Yeah, but see that not a lot of speaking roles.
Yeah, no, he plays like a mute Russian bouncer.
Not a lot of speaking roles at all. He's just there beating the shit out of people, and it works. And it works out. You're like, I don't want to fight with that motherfucker either. Yeah, but there's a lot of
like John Cena.
You can't see him.
He's terrible, dude. Like his acting is not good.
I'm trying to think. What was that dumb Nickelodeon movie that he would do?
The Fred
remember. Movie?
I don't remember.
Is it the Fred movie or something? Look, there's a lot of things that he's really good at. Acting's just not one of them. No. It's not one of them. It's really not.
You don't see any kind of athlete come out and become a good actor.
And let me be specific. Specifically, Hollywood style acting. As far as wrestling is a form of acting, he does great with that.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if any athlete's going to be a good actor, it's going to be a wrestler.
Yeah, because it's performance.
Yeah, they're a performer.
And look, I know that there's athletic things that are involved with wrestling and all that shit.
Oh, absolutely. There's a reason why these dudes have to go to acting, because they get the shit beat out of them. Because
otherwise they'd fucking die. I mean, there's nothing more saying you're more of a fucking man than when you fracture your neck in the ring and still continue the match.
Right.
Rock on, Stone Cold.
No shit. Although he tried acting too and it was terrible.
Yeah. Stick with Broken Skull Ranch. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But anyway, you want to tell the people where to find us, or you want me to tell them?
You tell them, because I'll never fucking remember.
He never fucking remembers. All right, guys. We are on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Podcast, Google Play Podcast, and right here on YouTube.
Yep. You said tune in?
We're on TuneIn Radio too.
Yeah.
Damn it, I almost had it. Almost had it. I was so fucking close, almost had it. Yep. But anyway.
Yep. If you listen to this on a platform, guys, where you can't leave comments or anything like that, feel free to message us at CajunHorrorFans@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We check it regularly. So if you have any requests, anything like that, just send it to us and we'll knock it out.
We absolutely will.
All right, guys. Well, we're out here.
Stay asleep.